It is game 4 of the high school shot clock shootout on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network from the Memorial Fieldhouse in Canton, Ohio, as the Elyria Pioneers get ready to tangle against the Cardinal Mooney. Hi again, everybody. I'm Adam Mendoza. Along with me is Dave Bacon. So glad to have you along for this game today. And boy, this is going to be an up and down game as these two teams on some good winning streaks coming into this matchup.
Yeah, and both are off to really good starts. Cardinal Mooney 6-1 on the year, Elyria 5-2. Both of them like to get out. They like to run. They don't want to play in the half court. Plays right into the shot clock shootout.
Oh, absolutely. When you look at it, and I'll ask you this question. We've already seen a number of games. This is our 9th game. Has it made a difference?
No, I very minimal difference. I think of the 5-6 games that I've seen personally, I think I can count on one hand the number of shot clock violations. This is just the way the high school game is played. They want to play a lot of guys, they want to get out and run, and they want to shoot.
And here's some of the scores from earlier today. Really, the only lopsided score was New Lexington over Meadowbrook, 57-21. But everything else has been pretty close in the game before us. Olmsted Falls really showing what they're made of, beating Orange. And then we've got some really good games coming up. Our game tonight, Cardinal Mooney and Elyria. And then the finale of the evening, Canton McKinley and Gilmore Academy. And welcome back to the Memorial Fieldhouse here in Canton. What a great venue for high school basketball. It's a grand old venue that has gotten some new items put in here, but really just a great high school venue in Northeast Ohio.
Yeah, and you know, we'll get to see the home team, Canton McKinley, in the next game, so it will be interesting with a full crowd and the home flavor and feel to it as well.
As we see the two teams getting introduced and you look at some of the players that we want to watch for the Elyria Pioneers, Jaden Crutcher is the go-to guy for the Pioneers and Coach Brett Lyrick.
Yeah, and without question, you know, you've got Compton, you've got Jaden Crutcher. Those are guys that are really talented offensive players.
And when you look at Crutcher, he's 3rd on the list in scoring in school history, so he's a kid to watch. Coach Lyrick said they want to play faster than the shot clock, which is going to be the key today.
Yeah, without question. And it's kind of interesting. Mooney doesn't have a lot of experience, but they just find ways to win.
Well, their main guy is Nico Genova. He's the only kid that returns from last year's team, and as Coach Kerry Palermo said, there's some guys on here that are really just getting their first taste of organized basketball.
They're finding ways to win. They're 6-1 on the year, so they're doing a lot of things right.
Elyria playing out of the Southwest Conference at 5-2, and Cardinal Mooney 6-1. They have yet to play in a game in the Steel Valley. These two teams looking to make some big runs come tournament time. For Elyria, last year, they lost in the districts to eventual state champion St. Ignatius.
Yeah, and they're a team that knows what they have. Again, a lot of juniors, a couple of seniors, but playing really well.
And again, we have a 35-second shot clock, and we've already talked about it, that it may not make a difference. And talking with Coach Lyrick before the game, he said, we want to play faster. So maybe it's 15 to 20 seconds before they get off the shot, but we know these two teams will be running up and down the floor here.
And that's what high school basketball has kind of evolved into. It's not half court, set it up, and let's see what you do. Even the defenses are being more aggressive.
Elyria is the away team. They're in their road red and black. Meanwhile, Cardinal Mooney, the home team today, they are in their white with the maroon, as we are set for game 4 of 5 on the high school shot clock shootout here on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network, and we are finally underway here for this afternoon. The Elyria Pioneers, they'll start it off on offense as Daniels with a basketball. They're going to try to work at the Crutcher on the back door, and he gets just falling off the rim that time.
Good backdoor cut, and an even better job by Cam Bell. Put it right where it needed to be, but Crutcher couldn't convert.
Crutcher averaging 22 points a game, 2.7 rebounds. Elyria can put up the points as that one is knocked off, and a good play there by Dom Letlow. Here come the Cardinal Mooney squad.
Letlow just a sophomore.
There is young players on this Mooney team, but they play a very, very tough non-conference schedule, and having Elyria on the schedule in this type of game is what Coach Palermo really wanted to see. Nico Genova, he's the big three-point man, getting it down. Over to Letlow, down on the low block. He'll put up the little 8-footer. That one falls off the rim as Crutcher comes up with the rebound.
Early on, Elyria's packing it in defensively.
Crutcher comes in too hard off the back of the iron. That one was picked up by Daniels, and we'll have our first foul of the ball game.
Decided size advantage for the Pioneers.
Foul is on Kingston Powell. That is his first. That's the team first. This year in high school basketball, 5 fouls for the quarter before you go into the bonus situation, as another shot falls off the front of the rim, and then it resets every quarter. A lot of changes in high school basketball as Genova drives and gets the basket.
Again, off, uses his right side to shield the defender, tosses it in with the left hand.
And a walk in the backcourt, that time by Jeremiah Daniels.
Take a look at Genova, though. The spin move, uses the shoulder to keep the defender away and throws it in left-handed.
Genova is the kid. He is the big key for this Cardinal Mooney team. He's been on the team that they've gone to the district titles. They've won 3 district titles in 4 years. Now, they lost to Lutheran East last year in the regional final, and Lutheran East won a state title. Underneath on the kick over to Dom Letlow, his first 2 of the game.
Nice sharp cut by Letlow, and Genova gets him the basketball.
Ball gets turned over once again.
Look at the cut, and just great job of sealing off Campbell, the defender, as well. That's a sophomore. That's a savvy move by Letlow.
For Cardinal Mooney, number of players that played football this year. Smaller school, but you get those multi-sport athletes.
Not really in basketball shape yet, but they'll get there.
On the outside, Crutcher from the college 3. Again, cannot hit the basket. And this time it'll stay with the Cardinals of Cardinal Mooney. Jaden Crutcher on the year, 40% from three-point range. As a team, Elyria shoots 31% from beyond the arc.
Keep a close eye on Elyria. They had shown a little bit of token pressure in the backcourt, and now they're laying off Genova, probably because they respect his first step.
Powell inside the paint, and he gets his first 2 of the game. And it's a 6-0 run right now for Cardinal Mooney. The work against the half-court pressure, looking to Crutcher in the corner. Elyria needing to settle down a bit here in this first quarter.
The other thing that's going to be important, because of the size advantage, defensive rebounding for Mooney is going to be huge.
Oh, there's a line drive 3 hit by Jaden Crutcher, his first of the game, and that ends a 6-0 run for the Cardinals of Cardinal Mooney. Genova with a basketball, trying to work it on that right sideline. He'll throw it up from long distance off the side of the rim. Crutcher comes up with the rebound. He averages just under 3 a game, driving the lane, going up strong, off the window and in.
Coast to coast.
So it's Cardinal Mooney 6, Jaden Crutcher 5.
And they didn't stop Crutcher. A guy like that, stop him. Get a defender in front of him.
So you're going to see Genova and Crutcher really the main ball carriers, as Genova got hammered inside the paint.
Good aggressive take inside, but here is the job of kicking the ball out, and Crutcher with catch and shoot 3. Then in transition, nobody got to get in front of him. Got to get in front of the ball, stop the ball. That was Ford Stacy, another sophomore. Want to stop him, make him pick up his dribble.
Genova hits on his first free throw. He has 3 on the day. You hear coaches talk about high basketball IQ, but Genova in the classroom, 3.9 student.
Does everything right for the Cardinals.
Has 4 points, 2 of 2 at the line. And it is now an 8-5 lead for Cardinal Mooney. Elyria trying to work its way back in from the corner. That's a big three hit there by Ford Stacy. Or make that, I'm sorry, that's Taylor Blanton. And we are tied at 8, first tie of the ball game.
Aggressive trap too, so they've switched it up defensively, and you see real aggressive trapping all over the court.
And they're going to say the turnover on the Cardinals as they trapped into the corner.
They just kept trapping, and there's a little wraparound, and a nice job by Taylor Blanton opening that short corner.
Taylor Blanton, first team Southwest Conference player. And that ball gets taken out of bounds, and it'll be Cardinal Mooney.
A little careless as Jeremy Daniels just lost the handle on it.
And we've seen that on a couple of possessions by Elyria early on in the first 4 minutes of this game.
So let's see, do the Pioneers switch it up again? Now they're going aggressive man-to-man extended.
Turner driving the lane from the top, missing that one. And here comes the rebound in the backcourt by Compton. Compton trying to get through heavy traffic, working right side. Strong move off the glass and in. 10-8 as Elyria gets their first lead of the game. The strength of some of these Elyria players is really showing right now.
Size advantage, and there's also, they're just as quick. Quick first step, and Compton just kept going.
Letlow in the paint. What a spin move on the low block and the little bunny shot. Couldn't get that to fall, but there's all red jerseys underneath there. And again, second possession in a row that Elyria throws it out of play.
There's the look at Compton. Got the defender kind of backing up and then just pulled up and hit the pull-up jumper.
Kendall Compton, a transfer from Lutheran West, another good basketball program in Northeast Ohio. They're a team that is expected to go very far in the tournament this year with 7 divisions.
Yeah, they expanded from 4 to 7 this season.
Elyria will be in Division 1. 64 teams in Division 1 and 2. Then the rest get sorted out between 3 and 7. There's the putback there by Letlow for his 4th. And we're tied at 10 once again. Our second tie of this ball game.
Really impressed with Letlow. Big body, and he's really agile for as big as he is, and he's just a sophomore. He's going to get better.
Under 3 minutes to go. Oh, there's a trip, but doing a great job in keeping a handle of the basketball, and it will be Cardinal Mooney on the tie-up.
And I think this time he just got a little too fancy with the dribbling and the footwork and kind of stumbled into it. Campbell is the one checking back in.
Kerry Palermo, the coach from Cardinal Mooney, in his 9th season, 113 wins and 91 losses. He had to go in and replace 6 seniors this year.
Yeah, not a lot of experience coming back, and the impressive part of it is you're 6-1, and you're only going to get better. And I tell you, Letlow is going to have a lot of recruiters coming to Mooney here. Big
three is hit from the outside by Dante Turner. That's his first three, and it gives Cardinal Mooney a 13-10 lead with 2.5 remaining in the opening quarter. Pressure up and down the court by both of these teams. Crutcher going against Rhodes. Crutcher step back, looking to get it off. Throws it over to Campbell. Bell driving on the right side. He'll stop. See the defense really collapsing in for Cardinal Mooney. Back on the outside is Daniels.
The other thing, though, a lot of length for Elyria.
Shot clock down to 2. There's the shot. It's up before the buzzer, off the back of the iron. Really the first time we saw Elyria work the 35-second shot clock. Quickly down the floor is Genova. He couldn't get it. Got his own putback. Missed it, but was fouled.
Again, the length of Elyria defensively and on the boards is something to keep an eye on here. Nice look at Genova. Spins around and follows it, and then they draw the foul.
Jeremiah Daniels getting the call with the foul as Genova is 3 for 3 at the free throw line for 5 points. And it's a 14-10 Cardinal Mooney lead. as Pierre Alston checks out of the ball game for Elyria and Kendall Compton. Second free throw is up and hit. Genova 4 of 4 from the line, 6 points tonight. 15-10. There's that pressure in the backcourt meeting at 3/4. From the outside, triple try is drained by Taylor Blanton. He has 6. That's 2 threes for him in the ball game.
That was a real nice job of realizing the entire defense was on the far side. He was wide open and nobody could recover and help.
Inside on the drive by Cardinal Mooney, the miss by Clark, but here comes the rebound as the Pioneers look to speed it up. Corner right 3 in front of the bench, off the back of the iron as Crutcher knocks it out of bounds. And you talked about the height again. That height advantage really helping Elyria.
And it's going to get more as the game wears on. That's a nice job spotting the wide open 3, and that was Christian Rogers, who knew where the pressure came from and got the ball where the pressure came from for the open 3.
Under a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Long 3. That one is missed, but we've got a whistle and a foul to stop the play. Foul underneath. It is going to be a push-off on Cardinal Mooney on that rebound. Keith Rhodes getting called with the foul.
The other thing about the length for Elyria, they're agile and they can get up quick. It's a really long and difficult team to deal with.
Driving the lane, going up against 2, but could not get the shot to fall is Kendall Compton.
Great job of just getting to the basket and knowing you're either going to get the bucket or you're going to get fouled. And he had his mind made up about 12 feet away that he was going to get to the rim.
Compton, an 80% free throw shooter. As a team, Elyria shooting 77% from the free throw line this year, and he drains the first.
That's so important come tournament time because they call them free throws for a reason. And when you're shooting better than 75%, you're going to win a lot of games because of that.
Nobody's in front of you. Nobody's trying to block the shot. It's you and the rim. Compton's second free throw is up and good, and we're tied again. Compton 2 of 2 at the line. He has 4 points, and we are now at 15-15 with our third tie of this opening quarter. 42 seconds remaining. Shot clock remains on.
Mooney's done a pretty good job of handling the pressure so far of Elyria. Those kind of things, when you are undersized like Mooney is, have a cumulative effect. They tend to wear on you as the game goes on.
Letlow, the sophomore, could not get it to go. Up ahead, and a good defensive playback by Nico Genova coming back on the defensive side. Quickness on both sides of the floor.
Just a really nice job of being back defensively and reading it. As Genova right there knew where he needed to get to. Your basketball IQ that you were talking about.
Played like a defensive back on the football field to really thwart that forward pass. Now we're at 17 seconds. The shot clock is off. Genova up the middle, driving, trying to fight his way in. Gets that one to fall off the back of the rim. 8 for him, 17-15. Cardinal Mooney with the lead. 1 second remaining, and that will be the end of the first quarter of play as Cardinal Mooney with a 17-15 lead here on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network.
The High School Shot Clock Shootout on Rock Entertainment Sports Network is brought to you by True North Convenience Stores. Fast, friendly, clean. Download the True Rewards app today and start saving. And by Spire Academy. Spire Academy is an international high school and postgraduate sports performance training and education boarding school. Visit spireacademy.com for more information.
17-15 after 1 quarter of play, and Dave, we talked about the defensive pressure from both of these teams, the two teams that can run it. They're not disappointing whatsoever.
No, and both are playing really good defense. And now you're seeing him kind of switch it up to a three-quarter court trap.
Blanton from the corner three, hits another one.
And that's a nice adjustment by Blanton. That pass from Compton a little high. He had enough space to readjust.
Elyria retaking the lead at 18-17. Genova driving, got his pocket picked, and it will stay with Cardinal Mooney. He is, you look at him, he's just working so hard.
See, that shot, or the pass was a little off target, but Compton, a nice job to readjust, or Blanton rather.
On the drive, Dante Turner. He has 5 points in the ball game as Cardinal Mooney retakes the lead at 19-18 here in the second quarter. Dom Letlow, a 6'3 sophomore, dribbling that ball up the floor. He'll get it again, left of the lane, nice little crab step, couldn't get it to fall. Here comes Elyria, right to left. Daniels down into the corner, working that for Kendall Compton, who hits for his 7th point of the ball game.
Spotted up, was ready for the pass, and got rid of it with a quick catch and shoot.
Back and forth this game goes as Mooney had the lead, then lost it, and we've got a foul to our right. And there you see that three-point shot.
Little late closing out by Genova, and again, could have shot over him as well. Some of that length that Elyria has, the Pioneers.
Compton getting called with his second foul of the ball game.
You touched on it. They're shooting really well from three-point range.
Oh yeah, I mean it's really just how they do. You know, they come into the game 84 of 109 for 43 of 138 for 31%. You want to look 30 to 35% in shooting threes.
Well, and they're athletic enough too. They get out and they run. It's not like they're plodding with their three-point shooting.
No. And you'll see teams that kind of plod and just, they look for the open guy. But with Elyria and Coach Brett Larrick, who wants to really speed things up, that's just the mantra for the Pioneers.
Yep. Move the ball around, and if the open three is there, take it.
One thing that we haven't seen a whole lot of is Jaden Crutcher, just 5 points in that first half. And there's another big three that is hit. As I said it, Crutcher comes up with a basket. He's got 8.
Well, they have solved what they're doing. They're going to the middle to break the pressure, and then whomever is open on the corner, whatever side the defense is giving them more room to, and there's more trouble with that pressure.
But they're going to call the foul on Elyria. Jeremiah Daniels picking up his second foul.
So you saw Lutlow kind of in a conflict. Do I go out to the right? Do I go out to the left? And read the passing lane and got it to the open man who knocks down the three.
6 minutes remaining in this opening half of play as the Pioneers opening up a 5-point lead at 24-19. There you see that pressure from the Elyria Pioneers. Long three. That one is off the back of the rim on the miss by Powell. Here comes Crutcher with the basketball, driving the lane, off the window, no, and a foul called.
Aggressive move to the rim, and he'll be rewarded. A nice job taking it inside by Crutcher. Won't get the basket, does get the foul called, though.
We're going to have a timeout called by Cardinal Mooney here in this opening moments of the second quarter. As you look, big play from Taylor Blanton hitting a couple of threes. He's got 9 points so far.
3 threes. And look at them. They're wide open in part because that last pass is getting where it needs to go.
Elyria likes to use the right low corner and the left low corner. That's a sweet spot.
Well, the problem is they've got 3 guys between three-quarter court and the other side of the circle. They've got 1 guy defending, and the guy that's getting the pass is deciding who's wide or who is going to be open, and they're making the right decisions with that pass.
As you look at the huddle there for the Elyria Pioneers, Brett Larrick in his 17th year at the helm for the Elyria Pioneers has 208 career wins. He needs 8 more to tie Dale Eckerbrook, who was the all-time career wins at Elyria. You got to go back to the 50s when he did it, 1953 to 1966.
I'm guessing he's going to get those 8 wins here in a couple of months.
And there you see Jaden Crutcher at the line, the 6'6 senior, 8 points, and he has 9 as he connects on the free throw. He's an 86% free throw shooter.
And he's going to get there a lot because he takes the ball inside with some authority.
And he hits it again. 30 times he's been to the free throw line this year, and he's hit 27 times. Those are some pretty good numbers. Powell from 3, off the front of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Campbell, quickly down the floor to Crutcher. Bell again, left of the lane, strong, floats that one in.
13-2 run to start this quarter for Elyria.
Campbell averages 9 points. There's a steal by Bell. He'll ram that one home. Well, if you're Coach Gary Palermo, do you call a timeout to slow this down?
Yeah.
And there's a turnover on the pressure by Elyria as...
Oh, and he twisted his ankle, I think.
That is Dante Turner holding his left ankle. Here's the slam dunk by Campbell, the 6'3 junior.
Great job of playing the passing lane.
Got to feel good when you can get an open door slam.
Good look at Turner trying to stretch it out, see if he can get some.
There you see Coach Larrick. Larrick, a basketball player in his own right, played for Charleston Southern in college. He dropped 32 against UCLA in the 1997 NCAA playoff in the tournament. Not a bad claim to fame.
No.
Crutcher on the outside, down to 4.5 in the half. 3-point, bingo, wow. Does it with such ease. 13 for him.
Spacing wasn't great. There was a defender there, and it didn't matter because he went up above him and shot the 3.
There's that pressure by Cardinal Mooney, and Letlow drives the basket. Letlow now with 6 in the game, and that breaks a long drought by the Elyria Pioneers.
Yeah, without question. They've kind of run off this big lead with a quick start to the second quarter.
Genova now getting the basketball, driving inside the low block. Can't find anything. They'll work it back to the outside, but look how quick Elyria gets inside to close off the lanes. Quickly down the floor, Crutcher. Little half step. Getting it back out to Bell as they work it to Blanton. His 3, way short. Picked up by Powell.
Really good ball movement and rotation around that perimeter.
The young sophomore driving the lane. Got fouled on the way to the basket.
Just passes out of the double team and close out a little bit late.
There you see Jaden Crutcher, the 6'6 senior. Comes into this game needing 209 points to become the all-time scoring leader. As we look at the free throw line for Letlow, 6 points, and he gets 7 there. Both teams shooting very well at the free throw line tonight.
Not a surprise if you're winning basketball games, you usually are a good free throw shooting team.
Letlow, the 6'3 sophomore. That one, we must have jinxed him. Too hard off the back of the iron.
It was a lane violation, too.
There you see
They called a foul.
There you see Coach Gary Palermo trying to get his team back into this game. Each team with 3 fouls here in the quarter.
Elyria's already scored 17 in the quarter.
On the drive and the basket there by Dennis Clark for his first 2. 33-24 is our score. Both teams trying to go with that 3-quarter pressure. On the drive, nice dish in the paint for Pierre Alston for his first 2, getting his season average on that play. 35-24. Boy, Genova has to work against Christian Rogers with that pressure at half court.
And now they're aggressively trapping again, and they get the timeout.
Coach Palermo saw what was going on as they pressured the ball. And just look at how at ease they are getting inside the hoop and then the basket there by Pierre Alston.
Yeah, there's a flow to what they're doing offensively. But Elyria has come to this aggressive trap, and they're coming at them in waves. So let's see what adjustment the Cardinals make. This has been a problem here in this second quarter, and it's allowed them to, they've outscored Mooney 20-3 in the first 5+.
And it was pretty even at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, it was 17-15.
As you look at Coach Larrick, you know, he said keys for this team this year, besides playing faster, they want to win the Southwest Conference, and they want to get to the Sweet 16. Last year, they were just a step away, but they ran into a buzzsaw in St. Ignatius, who will be here tomorrow to take on Canton McKinley. Long three off the side of the iron, that time missed by Kingston Powell. Here comes Elyria once again. Open man in the paint. What a defensive play, and luckily that no foul was called.
Went right down the middle of the lane, and Mooney able to escape without the bucket.
Genova with a basketball, 2:25 remaining. Genova trying to drive on that right side, and the foul will go on Christian Rogers. That'll be Illyria's fourth as a team.
Good strong take. You see, got him with the body. Genova kind of trying to shield him off.
You see him doubled over. He is working so hard. Lone starter returning for Coach Palermo in this game as he misses on the first free throw. That's his first miss of the game.
All 8 of his points in the first quarter, so hasn't scored in the first 5.5+ here in the second quarter.
Genova, a 5'10" senior. Nothing but net on that one. 9 points for him, his first points in the quarter. 35-25, the lead is at 10 for Elyria. Only 5 points scored in this quarter by Cardinal Mooney. Elyria really has taken control of the game. Not only on the offensive speed, but the defensive pressure, but again, little revert of the turnover game.
Yeah, and you know, they showed nice patience, and then just an errant pass. It's just not a good pass.
Elyria averaging 13.5 turnovers a game. That's not a bad number if you're a coach. When you get to that 15, 16, then you've got some problems. Letlow trying to drive. The big man had it, lost it. Crutcher comes up with it. He's on the run. What a great ball handler he is in traffic.
Good patience there. It wasn't there. They pull it out.
Stop, pop, missed. Rebounded by Dennis Clark. Cardinals coming down. Letlow opens it up from 3. Too hard that time from the rim, but we'll have a foul underneath off the rebound. And the foul will be on number 33. That is Precious Turner. Averages 2 points a game. Getting ready to check in, Ford Stacy, the sophomore. A lot of sophomores on this Cardinal Mooney squad.
A couple of freshmen, too.
Very impressive when you can get those freshmen bypassing the freshmen and JV teams. Free throw is hit by Keith Rhodes. His first point of the game. 1 for 1 at the line. Stacy checks in, he has 3 points. Keith Rhodes at the line again. Knocks that one home. 2 for 2 at the line. He's got 2 points on the night. 35-27. Elyria with the lead in the basketball. Under a minute and a half to go in quarter number 2. Good ball movement there by Elyria as they work it around the perimeter. Blanton on that right side in front of the Cardinal Mooney bench. He'll back it off. Bell to Crutcher on the wing. Tries for the pick, and he backs it off. 7 on the shot clock. Down to 5. And we'll have a foul. Cardinal Mooney was hoping for a carry. And the foul is on Keith Rhodes.
Did get into his body.
58 seconds remaining in the second quarter as Genova checks out. Keith Rhodes, another senior on the team at 6'3". Elyria facing heavy pressure to Crutcher. He'll make that baseline move, kicking it back out, turnover. Here come the Cardinals of Mooney down the floor. On a drive on the baseline, untouched, was Dante Turner for his 7th point of the game.
Lead down to 6 now.
Just got to get those stops.
Yep.
Let's see what Elyria can do on this play. Crutcher driving, strong move, no good. Loose, Crutcher getting his own rebound. They'll take it again as Blanton tries from 3, and he knocks that one home.
4th three-pointer of the game for Blanton.
12 points for him in the game, 38-29. Big three-point shot there for Elyria. Clock is down to 3 seconds. Long 3, in and out at the end of the quarter on the miss by Dante Turner. 1/2 of basketball is in the books as Cardinal Mooney finding themselves down to Elyria 38-29 here on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network. 38-29 here at the Memorial Fieldhouse in Canton for the high school shot clock shootout on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network. Boy, it has been raining threes in the first half of action. Adam Mendoza and Dave Bacon, so glad to have you along. Boy, the threes have been flying this afternoon and this evening.
Yeah, Elyria has 6 of them, like you mentioned. The other thing is Elyria in spots has really disrupted Cardinal Mooney with some aggressive trapping that's thrown him out of sorts and led to that big lead. But the three-point shot is just getting knocked down for Elyria.
And there you see Crutcher coming up with just a couple of those threes, but Blanton was a big guy who hit a number of them in the first half.
He had 4, and you look at them, they're wide open threes, in part because they're breaking the pressure and getting really good open looks.
And the pressure has led that to happen, and really I think in the second half that's going to be a very big key for Elyria. If they can get away from that pressure, look for the open 3, they can really open this game wide up.
Yeah, they've been hanging tough. Cardinal Mooney finding a way to hang in it.
Absolutely. 1/2 of basketball in, 38-29, Elyria leading, and we'll have more on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network. Well, we are in the middle of Game 4 of the shot clock shootout, and earlier today, New Lexington over Meadowbrook, 57-21. Laurel in a tough matchup against Highland, who's always a tough team in the state of Ohio on the girls' side, winning that one. Olmsted Falls winning the game previous to us, but then after this game, boy, do we have a game for you. Canton McKinley, the home team, going up against Gilmore Academy.
A lot of teams playing well. This will be interesting to see on their home court. The
Absolutely,
Bulldogs.
and the folks will be here they will be here in droves for that game here as we will get ready for more action.
The high school shot clock shootout on Rock Entertainment Sports Network is brought to you by True North Convenience Stores. Fast, friendly, clean. Download the True Rewards app today and start saving. And by Spire Academy. Spire Academy is an international high school and postgraduate sports performance training and education boarding school. Visit spireacademy.com for more information.
Welcome back to the Memorial Fieldhouse in Canton. What a great venue for this high school shot clock shootout. Adam Mendoza along with Dave Bacon as we get ready for the second half of action, as Cardinal Mooney will have the basketball, finding themselves down by 9.
Yeah, they were outscored 23-12 in that second quarter was Mooney, and that opened up this lead.
Genova in the lane, kicking it out into the corner, over to Powell. His three. What a way to start the third quarter of play as he has 5 points in the ball game. Now Elyria coming in and making that basket.
Nice job with the offensive rebound by Compton to get the bucket.
Compton has 9 in the ball game.
See if they figured out what they want to do off of the trap. They had some problems with the aggressive trap.
Another 3 attempt. That one off the back of the rim, but they track it down on a good play by Kingston Powell, getting a second opportunity. Genova working it on that right side to Turner. His 3 off the iron. Too hard that time. Jaden Crutcher, third team All-Ohio on the drive, getting it off there to Kendall Compton. Just underway here in this third quarter of play. Daniels driving, kicking it off. Long 3. Each team not really hitting on the threes to start the third quarter. A little cold.
Well, they shot it effectively in the first half, so let's see if they can get back to the touch that they had.
That touch not there again after Genova misses another one, but the putback was put back into the face of the Cardinal Mooney player. That was Kingston Powell.
There's the 3 ball that's missed and a nice rebound, and Compton puts it in.
6:27 to go. Now Cardinal Mooney starting to put a little more pressure on Elyria. Crutcher on that baseline move, bouncing off, and they're going to call the block on Dom Letlow.
Just a good aggressive take right there to draw the foul. See, Letlow didn't reach in with the iron, but down low he got him below the hips, kind of threw a hip into him.
I think if he would have gone to a little more acting school and maybe fallen back and flopped, he could have gotten the call as Crutcher goes to the line and hits that one.
As I watch Cardinal Mooney trying to trap, Elyria is going to be difficult to trap because of their length. They can throw over most double teams, and that's why they're having some success with Mooney, is because they have that length.
Crutcher hitting 2 free throws, 15 points for him. 42-32, the lead is back to 10. With nice open pass. Oh, what a play on that backdoor by Kendall Compton with the block.
Athleticism and some hops will eliminate some things, and Elyria has it.
You talked about it during our break. This is going to be a tough out in the tournament for Elyria. That shot missed. Offensive rebound. They turn the ball over, and there's another steal. Compton to Bell, getting the layup.
They have length, they're quick, and they get off of their feet quick. And it's not one guy, it's 4.
Bell with 6 in the ball game. 44-32 as they extend that lead. On the easy drive, they'll kick it back out over to Turner. But there you saw that collapse of the defense. Off the rim, Kingston Powell with his 7th point of the game.
Nice job taking it inside by Powell.
Down the other way, it is Kendall Compton for his 11th point, and he'll go to the free throw line for a 3-point play the old-fashioned way.
Just a really nice job of taking it inside strong. Knew he was going to get contact.
Compton, an 80% free throw shooter. He's 2 of 2 in the ball game at the line. He's looking for points 12 and 13.
And him being an 80% free throw shooter makes Brett Elyria happy, because he's going to get to the free throw line the way he plays.
Elyria, a big shooter himself in his playing days. Letlow underneath. Nice move as he picks up his 9th point of the game, 47-34. And quickly, just like that, Kendall Compton comes up with his 14th point of the game.
Nice job of catching it and shooting.
Letlow again on the back door. We're seeing that up and down play, but the key for Cardinal Mooney is to get stops. on the back door.
Great pass.
Christian Rogers with his first two, and there's going to be a timeout on the floor with 4:29 to go here in this third quarter of play.
There's the pass inside to Lutlow.
And then Genova doing another great job. Lutlow just going in on that back door.
On the baseline, yep.
You see Coach Palermo, you see how animated he is. He's probably saying, hey, we need to get a stop. If you stop him and we hit, we'll get back into this ball game.
Yeah, Elyria would be happy to run up and down and trade baskets the entire third quarter because it will be a double-digit lead if you're doing that.
51-38 is our score. There you see Lutlow, 11 points. He's the leading scorer for Cardinal Mooney, followed by Genova's 9 points in the game.
Genova's 9, 8 of them were in the first quarter. So they've done a nice job of not letting him get going after that first quarter.
Cardinal Mooney has won 6 in a row. They beat Fitch in their last game prior to this, as Lutlow again strong to the basket.
It's a real nice adjustment to the aggressive trap.
13 for him. Can they get another stop as they work that trap in the forecourt? Free throw line, hit. Jeremiah Daniels, his first 2 of the game. He averages 9, 53-40.
Elyria is finding space in the offensive end when they break the pressure, be it at the rim or in the lane or around the arc.
That 3 too hard, but again, Compton has really come to his own in this game since that opening quarter. NBA 3, wow!
When you're feeling it, let it rip.
That's one that the coach says, no, 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 and it goes in, okay. 56-40 and another turnover. Bell to Crutcher. Gets it into the corner. Good ball movement around the perimeter. That shot falls off the rim, but Lutlow comes up with a rebound. He is only a sophomore, but plays like an upperclassman. Genova stops, pops, hits.
Good awareness by Lutlow, too, because he set the screen to give Genova that look. There's the nice job of throwing before the trap came and getting Lutlow the bucket. And then there's Bell from NBA range. And it was perfect.
I think he was in New Philadelphia for that shot. 3:01 remaining in this third quarter. 56-42. As you see that huddle there for Coach Brett Larrick. Last year, Southwest Conference Coach of the Year.
And Adam, if I'm Elyria, I want to turn up that trap. And you have in spurts forced Cardinal Mooney to make bad decisions and bad passes out of that. There's no reason to take your foot off the gas here.
Oh, absolutely not. And then when you look at it, they haven't had to rely on Jaden Crutcher. Kendall Compton has come up. He has 14. Crutcher has 15 in the game. And there you see Lutlow, who has 13 for Cardinal Mooney.
Good-looking sophomore. We saw him step on the court. He looks bigger than 6'3" in person, too. He is put together like a Division I college basketball player.
Lutlow had 15 points in a game against Fitch, where Cardinal Mooney hit for 10 three-pointers in that game. Foul away from the ball. And it's going to be an offensive charge against Elyria.
Saw the referee gesturing to Coach Larrick that he kind of moved him out with his hip. Players do that. There's that trap.
And the trap works and the ball's turned over to Cardinal Mooney.
I would keep doing that. I mean, if you have Elyria on your schedule, I would expect lots of pressure like this. There's no way out of that. You have length and you have no room.
And you saw that in front of the Elyria benches. That one just bounced off a hand and off the rim, and here comes Cardinal Mooney.
If that goes in, you just kind of throw your hands up.
And you're like, okay.
What are we doing?
That's good, clean living. And a big three is hit by Dennis Clark. He has 5. They are not afraid to go beyond the college line to throw the ball up.
No, and they're making a good portion of them, too.
Compton to Blanton. With quick pressure there by Cardinal Mooney in the corner. And he comes up as Kendall Compton with 17. He's 30% from three-point range this year. Oh, what a play there by Compton on the defensive side. He's giving you offense and defense and a turnover.
So what was impressive the last time down the court for Elyria, and if we want to take a look at it, there's the pressure, and then he readjusts to an open spot, and he hits the three. So they're moving to different spots beyond the arc that will get them open looks at three. And that it was just bobbled or right on cue, they would add another open three.
As we said, Elyria, they are going to be a tough team to compete with in Division I. And this year with the changes with 7 divisions, only 64 teams in Division I competing for that state championship.
Yeah, they have a lot of athletes, and they're long, and they can shoot.
And Jaden Crutcher right there hits another three for his 18th point of the day. Now Elyria stretching out that full court pressure. Genova trying to get it off to Powell. Too long, but there's Letlow once again, the young sophomore. Powell again underneath, floats one in.
And the other thing this pressure does, even when you break it.
Just like that?
Like that. But defensively, Alston gets the bucket there. When you break this pressure as Cardinal Mooney, you rush your shots because you have to speed up to break it.
And both of these teams are ratcheting up the speed, and that three is too hard off the back of the iron. And we got a foul away from the basketball, under a minute to go in quarter number 3.
Your natural reaction as an athlete when you play fast to break the pressure is to keep playing fast. And you have to fight that against Elyria because they are going to try to speed you up.
64-47. Elyria with the lead. There you see Compton taking a breather. 17 points for the junior who transferred from Lutheran West. Genova on a drive. Oh, wow. What body control.
Lutheran West has been to a couple of state championships last couple of years.
They're a team that you're going to have to contend with. Campbell's shot does not go, but an offensive rebound. Crutcher trying to get by Dennis Clark. Clark now getting him close to the half-court line. You talk about the length of Crutcher. 6'6".
And handles the ball like a point guard.
Shot clock down to 13. Crutcher in the lane, left side. They'll kick it back out. Under 10, one of the few times we've seen the clock go almost down as Crutcher got fouled with 3 on the shot clock.
And he can do that just about any time. And take a look, just bigger than the defender and able to go right in and create the contact and get to the line.
Lutlow picking up his second foul of the day. Crutcher 4 of 4 at the line, 18 points in the ball game. He averages 22 a game. 19 for him. So he averages 22 a game, picks up 2.7 rebounds a contest, 86% at the line. That's why he's got an offer from Youngstown State.
I would expect more will come.
With the season he is expected to have this year, as he nails another one for his 20th point. He's 6 of 6 from the charity stripe with 3 seconds remaining in quarter number 3. Not in time on that shot. They had a lot of time, but not able to do it as Elyria with a 66-49 lead here on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network. As we get ready for the third or fourth quarter of play, 66-49, Elyria with the lead. And boy, it's been Jaden Crutcher today.
Without question, you knocking down the three, transition. Nobody stops him, so he takes that bucket. Spots up for another three. And another three from the corner. This time, he's getting open looks because they're moving the ball so well.
Well, Jaden Crutcher, third all-time scorer in Elyria history. He's got 20 points tonight. He comes into this game with 1,210 career points. He needs 209 to go to 14-19. And that record is held by Lewis Tumblin as we have a play away from the ball. So here's the tree of Elyria. So you have Jaden Crutcher, who's points away, 209 points away from being the all-time leading scorer, going against Lewis Tumblin, who got over Brett Larrick, who was the number one scorer at one point. He's number two. So you've got Crutcher on the bench, the number three scorer, or the number two scorer, your coach. And that's got to be fun for the coach.
And you know what? He averages over 20, so you expect him to be able to get that pretty quickly.
And last year, he hit for 45 points, as we'll take a look at the replay by Compton. So last year, Jaden Crutcher hit for 45 points. That tied Lewis Tumblin, which broke the record of 43 by Coach Larrick, as Kendall Compton hits for his 18th point. Those have to be interesting team meetings.
The coach probably wants the player to get it, I would think.
Oh, absolutely. Compton hitting his second free throw for his 19th point. He's 4-4 at the line. And for Crutcher, he's the all-time three-point shooter in Elyria basketball history. He has some accolades and a great defensive play being made by Cam Bell. Nice open pass around the perimeter, but they missed the shot.
It's all right. Extra pass, you got an open look at a three.
Dante Turner will bring it up with pressure against Compton. And it'll stay with Cardinal Mooney. You look at the addition of Compton, who transferred, and then you've got Crutcher and all these kids that are coming back for Coach Larrick. This is a really good, fun team to watch.
Well, and we've already seen Blanton can knock down threes. So you get him in the corner. You have enough three-point shooters. You spread them out across the floor, and you find the open three-point shooter.
6:58 to go in the ball game, and once again, Letlow with 15 points. 68-51.
They keep knocking the ball and blocking the ball. It goes to another Pioneer. They are swarming the offensive end.
Now here comes Cardinal Mooney down the floor. Genova. Oh, a little stutter step. Oh, that's okay. He hits it. Genova with 16 points. That's a quiet 16 points for Nico Genova.
Well, 8 of them came in the first quarter.
And here we are in quarter number 4. Illegal screen set there by Elyria. And that is on Cam Bell. You look at the logo there on the jerseys, that patch for Elyria, BJ, the letters there, that's for BJ Todd, who played on the team last year, passed away in May, unexpectedly. He was a big key to Coach Larrick and that team. And this team this year really playing with a heavy heart in their opening game. Very emotional ceremony showing the patch on their jersey. Here's a walk. And sometimes when you have such a tragic event like that, it really makes a team come together and play for something down the road.
Yeah, it certainly can. So it's never easy. And it's especially not easy when you're 17, 18 years old.
Absolutely. You think everything is all in front of you, and it doesn't happen. But now, that shot didn't happen there for Blanton. And just like that, the lead has gone to 68-54, and now cut down there once again. Nico Genova with 18 points. 68-56. Is there enough time for Cardinal Mooney to get some stops and to get back into this game and get it into single digits?
Yeah, absolutely.
But Kendall Compton had other ideas. He has 21 points.
Again, if you're Elyria, you want to make every possession count. I'm not saying slow it down, but you want a good look at the basket.
Look at that defense there by Crutcher on Genova as he works the ball underneath to Dubis, and he gets the early basket. Grayson Dubis from South Carolina, he and his brother. Bingo, what a long shot there by Kendall Compton. 24 for him. All you can say is, wow. So if Jaden Crutcher's having an off night, you go to Kendall Compton.
Yeah, and you still have Blanton that can knock down threes. So there are plenty of weapons here.
Genova got a partially blocked. Compton comes up with the rebound. He'll run it up the floor. And you just told Blanton he can throw it up, and he said, yep, I can too.
His 5th three of the game. 15 points, all on made three-pointers. Little step back by DuBois, and then take a look at Crutcher. That's behind the college three-point line.
These two teams are not afraid to go and dial long distance. And when you dial that long distance, they must have good phone plans, because they're not getting charged on that. 4:20 remaining.
And they pushed it back out to 18. Couple of empty possessions for Mooney, good possessions for Elyria, leads back to 18.
Now, we've talked about how we're playing here with the 35-second shot clock, which was sanctioned by the OHSAA. Ohio is not a shot clock state. There are a number of states, about half of the states.
27.
In the United States that are shot clock states. I know a number of coaches that I deal with, they really want to have the shot clock. And of what we've seen this weekend, it really hasn't made that much of a change.
I don't think it's made any significant change. The question is, how do you implement it? When you got to get the shot clock, you got to get people that know how to run it. That's another thing.
And getting the shot clock itself.
Right. No, I mean, it sounds silly, but every school has to have somebody who understands the rules of a shot clock.
And that may be that person in football that runs the play clock.
Right.
Letlow, strong move off the baseline. Letlow with 17. Now, the three-point line is at 19. I know college, they've moved it back. They're trying to get to the international line. Do you think the high school line should maybe go back a little bit? We've seen enough from beyond the college line.
Yeah, I don't think it would. Yes, why not? If you move it back, they're going to start practicing longer shots, and they'll be better at it.
Genova dropping down. Letlow on the drive, floating one in short. Rebound in.
Nice job of staying after it.
19 for him. And then there's the semicircle. Should high school adopt the semicircle?
Yeah, that one's interesting.
And another three by Blanton. 18 for him.
6 threes. He got to 18 by 3.
This Elyria team can throw it up, as we'll look at it on that drive.
Letlow, nice job to get 18, and then nice job staying after it.
He is only a sophomore, but plays like an upperclassman at the line. is Grayson DuBois. 4 points for him, for the junior. There you see the 6'4" DuBois at the line. Missing on the free throw. Down to 3:10 to go here in quarter number 4. Now you wonder, will Elyria try to work more offense off the shot clock to end this game with the lead that they have? Boy, that was a rocket pass that went out of play.
I don't think they will. When you play a certain style, that's your style. I would say this, though. Don't rush a shot. If you have a good shot, take it. That's kind of, I think, what Coach Lyric preaches. That was a little helter-skelter there.
Genova, open three, doesn't get it to fly. Cardinal Mooney with a second opportunity. That one was rejected by Pierre Alston. He'll come down the other way and get the basket. Makes things happen on the defensive side and runs the floor to get a basket.
It's a great break, and Bell looked inside and found him as like the third guy getting down court.
And there is another block, that time by Powell, and that one goes out of play.
There's the block. Compton gets it to Bell, and Bell just a great look and rewards Alston, who was running the court for the easy basket.
So Elyria last year went 18-7. They were 11-3 in the Southwest Conference. They picked up their first outright title since 1978 when they were in the Buckeye Conference. That's a long, long time. And that long, long three doesn't go, but Bell underneath to get the rebound and put back.
And again, length, athleticism, and they get off their feet quickly. That adds up to offensive rebounding. And see the three ball off the rim. Bell, a great job of timing it and getting the ball and getting the basket.
Being in the right place at the right time. As we said, Coach Lyric keys this year, win the Southwest Conference, get to that Sweet 16. And then you look here at historic Canton Memorial Fieldhouse. If you happen to come down anytime this weekend or during the year, walk around. It is a great facility. They've made some upgrades and a lot of history in the hallways of this facility.
Yeah, and they dedicate a wall that they show famous alumni from each of the four schools, and it's fun. It's fun to walk around and take a look.
4 schools used to play here. They used to have doubleheaders on a Friday night in this building. It used to seat about 52, 5,300. They've pared it down to 47. And it's also a big host in the regionals during the OHSAA tournament. A great venue to watch basketball. Not a bad seat in the house. And we actually, Dave and I, have a really good seat at half court.
And you know what, the acoustics of it, because it's an older building, are kind of cool too.
Yes. On the drive that time. Oh, that one's going to hurt there for Dennis Clark as he hit the basket upright. Right into your living room. Comes up, shakes it off, will go to the free throw line. Now, I actually remember coming here for a regional game many, many years ago as that shot was made when my high school came down here to play Youngstown Rayan.
I do remember Youngstown Rayan. Used to play Benedictine quite a bit.
Absolutely. There's you know, when you look at Canton, Youngstown, some great basketball in that area. As that free throw is missed, down to 1:40 to go here in the ball game. 83-63. Elyria just really opening up that lead to 20 points in the game.
Some younger guys getting to play.
Christian Rogers. He'll pick up his 4th point of the ball game. Keith Rhodes there with the basketball for Cardinal Mooney. So Cardinal Mooney will have their 6-game winning streak snap, but really don't count them out. What a block there by 2 defenders of Elyria, and they go on the run.
Great break, great pass.
Seth Wilkerson coming up with his first 2 points. He averages 1 a game, and boy, they really filled the lanes on that play.
Coach Lyric has to be happy to see the younger guys off the bench run to the break like that.
And that is going to fall for Keith Rhodes for his 4th point of the game. Look at that strong move to the basket.
Contact and able to finish with his strength.
Jazir McElwee coming in, Isaiah Hill. They're on the JV team getting some varsity time due to some illness for Elyria coming into this game. And isn't it always the case that just before they go on the holiday breaks, everybody gets sick? At the free throw line is Keith Rhodes, looking for his 5th point. Nails it. Under a minute to play here in this ball game.
Elyria looked really impressive. They're long, they're athletic. If you have the height, do you have the speed to stay with their top 4 guys?
And they just need to continue that as the season progresses going into tournament action.
Minimize turnovers and you're in pretty good shape if you're Elyria.
Down to 20 seconds in the ball game. Underneath, that basket does not fall for Cardinal Mooney. Under 10, as Antonio Pride will hold it up, and Coach Brett Larrick picks up win 209 in his career, as Elyria with an 87-66 win over the Cardinal Mooney Cardinals. Look at this great game that we had here. Elyria is going to make some noise as this game just one more in the books in the high school shot clock shootout here on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network.